Good day, class. The topic for today's tutorial is money. What do you understand by money? Money is defined as the medium of exchange. It is used to pay for items and for services. For example, if I want to buy a pencil, I will have to pay money to the seller to get that pencil. If somebody renders a service, the person is paid using money. In Nigeria, money is categorized into two. We have the coins and the banknotes. The coins, the example of the coins in Nigeria, we have 50 kobo. This is 50 kobo. We have 1 naira and we have 2 naira. The banknotes we have in Nigeria, this is 5 naira, this is 10 naira, this is 20 naira. We also have 50 naira, and there is 100 naira also. We have 200 naira, this is 500 naira, and the biggest banknote in Nigeria is 1000 naira. Now, when you use this money, you can use it to buy. It's used for buying and selling. And this money, when you paid, you can be given change. For example, you want to buy a pencil of 10 naira and you are owing 20 naira. What you need to do is to give the 20 naira to the seller, and the seller will give you a change of 10 naira. Likewise, if you want to buy something of 200 naira and you paid the person 500 naira, the person will have to give you the combination of a 200 naira and a 100 naira, which will give you 300. So money is used for buying and selling. As you know that when you want to buy something, even your biscuits that you eat, all those things you ate is bought using money. So as we said, in Nigeria we have the coins and the banknotes. So from the coins and the banknotes, that is where we generate what we call naira and kobo. The naira is represented as this, and the kobo is represented as this. Now, there are relationship between the naira and the kobo. In Nigeria, 1 naira is equal to 100 kobo. Now, this means if I have 2 naira, it's going to be 2 multiplied by 100 to give me 200 kobo. So likewise, somebody that have 5 naira, when this is converted to kobo, it will be 500 kobo, and so on. So, having known what money is and the money we have in Nigeria, we're going to be focusing now on changing kobo to naira and changing naira to kobo. So first, we're going to talk about changing kobo to naira. Now, from what we learned just now, we know that 100 kobo is equal to 1 naira, and this 1 naira can be written as this. Now, if 100 kobo is equal to 1 naira, this means 300 kobo is equal to 3 naira, and it can be written as 3 naira. So we are going to solve some examples below before you are given exercise. Now, number 1 asks us to change 123 kobo to naira. 123 kobo, we are asked to change it to naira. Now, looking at this, you will discover that it's not a round figure. That is, it's not like 100 naira, and it's not like 200 kobo, 100 kobo that you can just change to naira by saying is 1 naira or is 2 naira. So we have to look for the multiple of 100 that is there. Now, if you look at this, 100 always have 2 digits. So looking at your kobo given to you, you are going to pick out the 2 digits from the back, which is 23, and what you are having left is 1. So that means the multiple there is 100. So we can split this to 100 kobo plus what is remaining, 23 kobo. Now remember from what we have just learnt above that 100 kobo is equal to 1 naira. So we have this as 1 naira plus 23 kobo. Now this means you can write it as 1 naira plus 23 kobo. Now this can be written as 1 naira 0.23. Now when you write it like this simply means 1 naira 23 kobo. So from there now we have converted this 123 kobo to naira and kobo. Now example 2 asks us to convert 524 kobo to naira. That is 524 kobo. You can represent your kobo with K. Now we want to write this in naira and kobo notation. Now from what we learned in example 1, we are going to count the 2 digits from the back. Now what we have now is 5. That means the multiple of 100 here is 500. So we have 500 kobo plus the 2 digits here, 24 kobo. Now from what you know that 100 kobo is equal to 1 naira, so it means 500 kobo is equal to 5 naira plus 24 kobo. So we can write it as 5 naira 24 kobo. So with this we have learned how to change money from kobo to naira. Now let's talk about changing from naira to kobo. Changing naira to kobo. Now we're going to continue it as example 3. Now here we are asked to change 3 naira 75 kobo to kobo. Now what this means is we want to write everything in kobo, just like in the example above. We are asked to write 524 kobo, and after what we have done we get 5 naira 24 kobo. So what this part is telling us is we want to convert it from something like this back to something like this. So we are going to write this. We first write it out as 3 naira plus 75 kobo. Now this can be written as 3 naira plus 75 kobo. Now remember that 1 naira is equal to 100 kobo. So if 1 naira is equal to 100 kobo, that means 3 naira is equal to 300 kobo. So we have 300 kobo plus 75 kobo. So if you add these two together, 300 plus 75. So I have 5 here, I have 7 here, and I have 3. So that means 3 naira 75 kobo is 375 kobo. So let's go to example 4. Example 4 says to change 8 naira 2 kobo to kobo. Now this means from what we did above, we are going to split it. So we have 8 naira plus 2 kobo. This 02 is ordinary 2. So 8 naira can be written as 8 naira plus 2 kobo. Remember that 1 naira is equal to 100 kobo. Therefore 8 naira is equal to 800 kobo plus 2 kobo. So if you add 800 plus 2, you have 2, 0 and 8. So you have 802 kobo. So that means 8 naira 2 kobo. If you change it to kobo, we have 802 kobo. So from there you take the following exercise. Now we check out the solution to the exercise given. Number 1 says we should change 417 kobo to naira. Now from what we learned, we know that we're going to take the 2 digits away. Then from there we know the multiple of 100 that is given to us. So we have it as 400 kobo plus 17 kobo. And 400 kobo is equal to 4 naira. So 4 naira plus 17 kobo. So this can be written as 4 naira plus 17 kobo and can be written as 4.17, which is 4 naira 17 kobo. Now the second example says the second exercise rather said we should change 908 kobo to naira. So we are going to take the 2 digits. So we have 9 here. So we have 900 kobo plus 8 kobo. Now this is 900 kobo is 9 naira plus 8 kobo. So 9 naira can be written as this. Then we now write it as 9 naira. This 8 is 1 digit, but the kobo have to be in 2 digits. So we write it as 08. So this is 9 naira 8 kobo. So the third question asks us to change 6 naira 90 kobo to kobo. So we are going to split it by writing it as 6 naira plus 90 kobo. Remember that 6 naira is 600 kobo plus 90 kobo. So when you add this, we will have 0, 9 and 6. So 6 naira 90 kobo is 690 kobo. So we take the fourth exercise. Now we are asked to change 12 naira 75 kobo to kobo. So we are going to split it. We have 12 naira plus 75 kobo. Now this is 12 naira plus 75 kobo. Now 1 naira is equal to 100 kobo. Now this means 12 naira is equal to 1200 kobo plus 75 kobo. So when I add this together, 1200 plus 75, I have 5721. So I have 1275 kobo. Now with this, we have come to the end of this topic, that is money, majorly focusing on changing naira to kobo and changing kobo back to naira. And I hope you have learned and you have known the Nigeria currency in terms of coins and banknotes, and also know how to change money from kobo to naira and from naira to kobo. Thanks.